Good morning, traders. This is Sasha speaking. It's about 10:42 in the morning on April 26th. It's Monday, and this is a weekly review for some of the stocks that I'm following at the moment. So let's get started. Quick disclaimer that this is just how I see the markets. This is not a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any securities. All right, first we're going to start with AirCanada. I left you off on Friday with this beautiful pin bar. This is a pin bar that was rejecting this 61.8 level on Fibonacci, as well as this huge resistance turning support at the moment. So this box that we were stuck here before at this $24 area. I told you that this is a beautiful signal here for us to buy into market, and this was actually perfect to get in. This is on a weekly chart. We are following stuff on a weekly chart at the moment because it's a start of the week. We have this beautiful pin bar here that matches all the criteria of the pin bar, and let's review how that works basically. So we have a candle, let's say like this, okay? The proper pin bar actually is the body of the bar is within the length of the candle. So this body of this pin bar is actually within the previous candle. But as long as the body is within the length of the previous candle, so it doesn't go below there, that's a perfect pin bar here, and this is exactly what we get here. And why is this so important? Why that signal is so important to us to see on the charts on the right spot. This is our bullseye, basically what I was talking about yesterday. This was the market area that we were actually paying attention to, and exactly the market came here. It did a little fake in or fake penetration into this box, and then at the next session right away it got back, and at the end of the Friday it formed this beautiful pin bar here. And I said once the top of this pin bar is broken, we are off to go in the bullish direction, because we know that there's a trend going to the upside on AirCanada. We have a strong support at this level here. So this is number two. Number one is the trend. Number two is support. Number three is the signal. And the signal is here, given us on Friday. And the market just took off right there from that point. As soon as it opened today, the market was just right away positive. So that's AirCanada at the moment. I'm looking to get to $28. This is a strong resistance area here. We can see that market, when it broke out, it just faked out and just went back straight in into under this $28. So that seemed to be a very strong resistance. So let's see what happens at this point of time. I would prefer if it goes all the way to $31, but let's see what happens at the $28 area. So that's how I see AirCanada at the moment. One stock that I actually found yesterday, it's called the Franco-Nevada Corporation, and we are looking at the 1 month chart here. And what I saw on this chart, this is not something I'm trading. I just want to show you how the market actually operates. So we see that the market was heading to the upside, okay, and then we created this high. This was a high. This is on a monthly chart, guys. This is a monthly, and then we put the line here, and the market was not able to break once. The second time attempt, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4 months later, we have a little kind of a shy close on the other side, but nevertheless close definitely on the other side, and the market took off from there. And then we found the high. This is the highest high that we have, and the market just steadily came down here. People were taking profits. All right, and then where do we stop? Look at the top of this candle, look at the bottom of this candle here, and this is where the bounce exactly happened at 133.51. And if I need to explain any more of that, how important it is to find the proper resistance and support levels, well, this is it, guys. So that's how the market is operating at all times. And right away at that level, we have this bearish candle and the combination of the bullish candle. Okay, bullish candle is a little bit bigger than the bearish one. Regardless, this composition here, or this pattern here, is called the tweezer bottoms. When candles of equal size take over one another at a certain resistance or support level, and this can happen on top as well. You can have two candles even. So we had, let's say, a bullish candle coming up, and then right away on the resistance we get a bearish candle that actually completely is the same size as the bullish candle, and then the market just drops from there. So that's exactly what happened here. This is called a tweezer bottom, and once the top of this candle was broken, the market just took off, and it took off from the right spot here. We could probably find a better entry here at 133.51, but I'm just showing you that these kind of patterns are happening on the monthly charts as well. So very nice example here of how the market actually operates and repeats itself over and over again. Okay, so continue on. I left you with a Tesla a long time ago. I just wanted to show you exactly what Tesla was doing, and I haven't done a review on a Tesla in a while. So let's start with Tesla here. I put this trend line here. This is a long-term trend line here because it's going for weeks and weeks and weeks. The first level that I can see here, the market stopped, it was right here, and then the next level was right here. We found that 499 level was really hard to break out, and after we broke out, we just had this kind of a huge race to the top towards $1,000. We reached 886 area. Then the market went into this sideways, this boxing. Okay, so we have a top, and we have a top, and we have a top, and we have a top. 4 times market bounced from there, and then 1 and 2, and then we finally broke down. Okay, and where do we stop? If we look at this resistance area here, pardon me, this is a support area because the market is coming down. So this used to be a resistance, now it's a support. This is a trend line here. The market stopped here at 554 area. We can also see the market stalled here before, and so we had a first bounce right here. And look how carefully and how predictably market actually behaves at those certain areas. The next time the market took off from here. We had no signal to trade, but we had this high that was created. There was another high here, another retest, and the market fell again. Okay, and where does it stop? Right on the trend line here. Look at this. Right on that trend line. And I think I left you last time with this little pin bar right here that was sitting right on this trend line here. And if you didn't take that trend line, if you didn't take that pin bar, let's take a look at what other signal developed there and take a look at it here. I'm just going to enlarge the chart. I just wanted to show you the whole picture there, and you can see now how the market actually behaves. So as we came down here, so this is one bounce. We had no signal, so the market took off. We had one resistance, second resistance, market fell, and we find a support at 602 because we know that from the previous levels here, the 602 market stalled. So we have first horizontal. Okay, so we have a horizontal resistance and support level. Okay, in this case support because the market is coming down. Second indication for us the market could turn around on there. It's this long-term trend line that was formed on the daily and weekly chart. Okay, then we have this pin bar rejecting this level 602.21. We had this one first, and then we had a second one. This is a pin bar right there, and then you get what? You get an engulfing bar that engulfs this previous candle, which is a pin bar. So if you didn't take the trade on the pin bar, once the top of this engulfing candle was broken, you have your bullish move, and the market is going to $780 from about 640. Okay, and this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 9 days, you got almost about $100 worth of stock. So in 9 days, all right? The interesting thing I want to show you here, because I left this box that used to show us over there that we were kind of stuck in this kind of a consolidation here in this box. Look where the market stops exactly at that point, exactly on the bottom of that box here. That was problematic for us to break down. And now finally we get to there, and look right to the point. The market stops right there at $780 and pulls back. It pulls back from there, okay? It stops here because this is the previous high here. So this is, we get a pin bar. This is a first indication the market is trying to get back into a bullish move. Then we have this kind of a indecision candle here, and then we have another bullish engulfing bar. Once the bar was broken, then we are in a long-term, pardon me, we are in a long position again to go with the Tesla Incorporated. So basically, this is what I see at the moment right now. We are on a daily chart. We are having a problem going through this 780 area. This is the bottom of the previous box. So what the market has to do is to break out, pull back, retest this area and give us a better signal from here to buy in and continue on to 886 area. So that's Tesla for you today. Bank of Nova Scotia. So this is on a weekly chart. We had this high point. I was saying that we should be very aware of these areas here, and let me just mark them so you have why I was saying that this is going to be a resistance for us. This is going to be a resistance, and this is going to be a resistance because just the way the market was behaving for before, and we can see the market actually stalled in those areas. So you can see here that matches this one matches this one here, okay, and then we have 1 and 2 bounces right there, and the market basically broke out and now pulled back to this area here, which is about 76.59 area over there. We did create this pin bar here. This is a pure beautiful pin bar right there. Let me just enlarge the chart. Let me just enlarge the chart so you can see it. Okay, so we have this pin bar. This is a pin bar that's rejecting the 76.59 area. We know on a weekly chart that this is a good, it used to be a good resistance. Now it's support because the market broke out and coming down. However, the problem with this bank or this stock that I'm looking at right now is these areas. Like we have another area here problematic, which is 78.41, and we stalled here. We can see once, twice. Now even this is a pin bar. This is not a good entry or not a good buy-in, because we would be hitting the head right away on this 78.41 resistance. So that's exactly what's happening right here. This is where we are stuck right now. So this is for me a scratch trade. I'm not going to take that because the profit that I can make on this is just very low. The distance from entry from this candle here. Let me clean this so you can see it. So the entry here from the top of this candle is so close to this resistance that it's not worth going into the trade, okay? It's just not worth, like I need something that breaks out here and confirms that this is the signal from here, let's say. So we have about $2 to make about until the next resistance. But this distance here, not good. So this is a scratch trade. I wouldn't even look at it. This is a Bank of Nova Scotia. So until I get some kind of a clear direction of this market, I will stay out of it. So that's basically how I see it. We're going to move on to the next stock. All right, so the Bank of Montreal has a little bit different picture here, and we can see it why, okay? We can see that we are on a weekly chart here, and also we can see that the market this was the highest part of the market that we had to work on. So we have something to fall onto from before, okay? And the market finally, came to this point here, rejected it once, and finally closed the price on the other side. And probably on a small time frame, we would have something that tells us that the market is giving us a nice signal to go along. Okay, so basically market fell here, retested this 104.85 area, okay, and then you can see the retest here, the wick of that candle just poked through on the other side, but the price closed on the top of that line, basically confirming the bullish move, and the market just took off. So at the moment, what I see on Bank of Montreal, I would like markets to, since we don't have much data here to go on, if you can look at here, in the past we have nothing else past that level where we are right now. So, okay, so what I'm looking for the market to do is basically give us opportunity to come back here to 108.97 area here, and then give us a bounce from here. This is the area we are looking for. This is a strong support, so we are waiting for the market to come down here and give us a signal from this area here. So this is what I'm expecting it to do. I would like market to come to a certain level and come down here, retest this area here, give us a nice clear signal where it's going. So 108.97 is the area we are looking for. This is our bullseye that we are looking for in order to continue on with this market. So we had a nice breakout. 108.97 is the area we're looking for another signal to move on. Okay, and that's Bank of Montreal. Okay, we are looking at the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, and we can see that market was here before. Take a look at here. We can see the resistance. We can see the resistance here. So strong resistance at this 124.43 area here. And then look what the market does. This is on a weekly chart, guys. Again, let me just enlarge it for you so you can see it. So we had a breakout here, a clean candle right here on top of that area, okay? The market came down, retested this area. So we had a retest. We had an inside bar. If you take a look at here, okay? The top of this red candle here, if I put the cursor, the red candle, little one on the right side is inside, and the white one is inside over there, as well as on the bottom. You can see that market is actually inside there. And then, okay, so this is what I'm looking at. This is the bottom of that candle. This is the top of that candle. Okay, you can see that clearly these two candles are inside, and then we had a breakout over there. And what do we have as a signal here to go on? Well, this is a bullish candle. This is a bullish candle here, and the top, when it was broken, the market is taking off, and we have another bullish confirmation here from this 124.43. This is on a weekly chart, probably better entry somewhere on a lower time frame, but at the moment, this is what I'm looking at. Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce. We have no history now to fall onto to make sure that we know how far the market can go. So you got to be very careful, but definitely a bullish indication that the market is continuing on into positive. Okay, so this is CIBC. All right, Sun Life Financial, interesting right now. We have this bullseye area coming in. So if we take a look at here, if I squeeze the chart, we don't have any other higher point that we can kind of rely on. So this is what I see on this chart. This is a blank chart. This is where the last time the bulls were located. This is the top of that candle right there. And where are we right now today? Look at this candle here. We just reached that. We tried to break out on the other side. Take a look at here. This is an attempted breakout here. It's not working yet. Saying yet because the week just started. This is Monday. This candle here just opened this morning, so we had a first attempt of the market to break out from this 66.42 area, and if we see a nice bullish move maybe in a day or two on a daily chart, we can start looking for the signal on this 66.42 area, because this is our bullseye area. Okay, we are looking for the breakout now out of this area on a smaller time frame, just to get a better entry, like a little signal, maybe on a 4-hour, 1-hour chart. I would prefer on a 4-hour chart. It's more reliable. And then we can buy into this market at 66.40 area. This is how I see Sun Life Financial. Great area for us to look at. Suncore Energy. Suncore Energy, a little bit different story here. I'm going to just mark a couple of areas that are very significant to us. Take a look at this peak here. Okay, I'm going to mark it here, and look, it completely corresponds to this area here. This is 29.39 area, and we have this high here. This was a high. This is a high. This is the high. When we connect them together, we get this area of 24.66, where the market is heading right now, where this is where the price is. This is where this is the area where we're looking to buy in. So this is the area we are looking to buy in. Hopefully, this is the weekly chart right now. Hopefully the candle can break through a little bit, and then close as a pin bar here and give us a nice clean signal to move on into a direction of the trend. And trend at the moment, this is on a weekly chart, guys. This one candle is, each candle is a weekly weekly value. So 1 week, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. As we can see here from left to right, market is going to the upside. We are just pulling back. Somebody's taking the profits in there. So we are waiting for this 24.66 area to for a nice bounce and move on into positive. So that's Suncore Energy Incorporated. Now we have a Manulife Financial. Nice, interesting area. Interesting area for us to jump into this trade if it happens. We are looking at this nice resistance area here at the 27.50 area right there. If you take a look at here, this is very significant resistance here. We came to that resistance once again. That was a few months ago, beginning of 2020, right? And then we just like this, we had this huge fall. At the moment, when we look from left to right, we can see the market is in the upside. Okay, we had one attempt right here, and then we had a second attempt right here to break out of this area. Not yet happening. This is a bullseye area here. I am waiting for the market to break out of this area for us to buy in. So breakout, pullback, signal on a smaller time frame, and move on into positive. Okay, so 27.68 area, I'm waiting for the breakout, and then we can move on from there. So keep that eye on Manulife Financial. And maybe in a week or two we can have something really good, maybe even this at the end of this week. So let's take a look what happens in at the end of the week. All right, and let's look at the Imperial Oil. Never seen that one before, but it doesn't matter. Chart is a chart, makes no difference to me. All right, and oh, look at that. As soon as I pull the chart here, you can see where the market is right now. So what we see here, guys, is the following area here, and let's take a look at here. I'm gonna mark this area here. We can see that the market is right there. This is the last high that market produced. We can see the market stopped here, stopped there as well. Okay, and when we fell, the market as it was going along, right now we are in a bullish from left to right. We are climbing on this market, and look where the market stops. All right, so what we can see here on the chart is basically this. Again, we had this high and then the market fell, okay? And then from left to right, we have a trend. Trend is to the positive, okay, or bullish trend. We have a trend that's in bullish direction. We have this resistance that we marked on a weekly chart. This is a weekly chart. We came once to test it. Then we had twice test, 3 times the test. Okay, so what I'm expecting for the market to do is I just need a breakout, pull back, signal. All right, and then after the signal, we can continue on into a positive direction. So we have 2 things happening at the moment. Okay, we have a number 1, which is a trend. We have number 2, which is resistance, and we are waiting for number 3, basically, which is a signal. And we have to wait for the signal to develop after the breakout here. So we don't have all 3 things together. We have only 2. So this is a scratch trade at the moment. We have to wait to see what the market does at the end of the week. Okay. We can only see that wicks broke through that side on the other side, and then we need a clear close of the market on the other side, something like this, so that we can see that the body of the market, the body of the candle actually closed on the other side, and then pulls back, retests on a smaller time frame, and we get a nice signal to jump in going long. Okay, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for smashing that like button. I'm going to be doing 2 videos a week. This is a Monday one. It's where I give you an opportunity to see what's going to happen or how I see the market for the rest of the week, and then I'm going to do one on Fridays where I do the recap of the charts that I showed you on Monday. So we're going to move on from there. If you do have a request, for any charts to be looked at, please do send me a comment in the comment section on the YouTube channel. This is Sasha. I'm signing off. Thank you and peace out.